Anyways, we're back. And I am super excited to continue checking out this game. We are finally off the leash, off the training wheels, out of the starter area. No more... There was a big lore dump there in the town. That was a lot of reading for me, but we're off on our own now. We've been given like a dozen quests and a giant world map, and basically put on our own with a ton of available things to see and explore. I think this is going to be a very fun and chill Sunday afternoon stream, so I'm excited for that. I think I may even attempt to commentate less, and we can like maybe just soak in the atmosphere of the game. Because it feels like there's just some kind of chill vibes here to exploring. I haven't noticed too much in the way of like a very significant like game soundtrack, so I think I might just leave our chill beats on in the background as well. That last track in particular actually had some cool chill vibes for this, I think. I'm gonna turn off the music volume for now. Chill until things start hitting the fan. Yeah, there's apparently like two-headed dragons and stuff, so I think things will not be chill. But at the moment, it is like super relaxing, and these are just like the Sunday afternoon vibes I'm looking for. So let's see how it goes, and let's see what this game has to offer. I'm gonna be, as my first like pseudo goal at the moment, I want to head towards this magic sword that we were told about. But there's like a lot of stuff on the way and around here, so we're gonna not skip that and try and like run into stuff as we can. We can apparently run into like unknown blockades and like gates and stuff that we can't open, so we might run into some obstacles, so we'll just see how this goes. Picturing an oh shit button that swaps over to some epic music when it gets heavy. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, this is a thing, by the way. Apparently, you can put away your weapons, and then you can put up your hands. And if you hold this up long enough, I think enemies stop attacking you, and then you can retreat to the beginning of the dungeon. And there's some kind of dungeon reset when you do that. I wonder if we could have done that in that spirit world. I actually forgot this was a thing. Until I just accidentally clicked it instead of swinging my sword just now. Alright. Let's go about our day. I feel like I should camp real quick because we can learn some skills. Go ahead and do that. Because I don't think there's any downside to camping right now. We might lose Inspired if I camp. I wonder if there's a timed effect. We can wait. Oh man, big Zelda vibes. Cutting down branches and trees. Root Maker Gate. The plant blocks the way, forming a barrier. It is called a root maker. The plant needs to see you before it will allow you to pass. It needs to grow an eye stalk. This can be done in two ways, either by finding one of its hands and pulling it, or by finding one of its other eyes and startling it. Wait, so it let me through and then I can't go back. I have to go through the danger trees. We need a bigger inventory. Okay, so those grow roots in one spot. So I can get hit by the beams. I just need to avoid the endpoint. So are all of these areas procedural? I'm pretty darn sure, although I guess a game like this could be done with a bunch of preset maps with procedural elements. Every time we go into one of these areas, though, it says generating. So there's some generation to it. And the whole world map, I'm pretty sure, is randomly generated. So this is just like a really impressive like feat of procedural generation. And the Unexplored 1 dungeons had some really impressive procedural generation algorithms. Unexplored 1, ooh, I'm excited. We're gonna bust out paint. We are gonna bust out paint for the first time today. So in Unexplored 1, you had like... Let's say this is like a dungeon level. This could lead to like another dungeon level. And then this dungeon level might lead to 2 dungeon levels. So it had like these branching dungeons, and then like you might end up with like 3 dungeon levels from another one. And then it has like these lock and key puzzles that it generates along with this, where you might have the red like door, and that door could be anything, any like mechanic. It could be like an altar, or like a room that you have to smash a pot in to open a chest, or like a trapped room. And then like the key for it might be down here in this room. So you have to find this to unlock this. And that's kind of where it like really breaks the boundaries of a lot of roguelikes, is that it has like multi-floor puzzles. Like Brogue doesn't do that. In Brogue you'll find a like a vault, a key holder they're called, and then you know there's a solution to that key holder on that floor. But in Unexplored 1, like that, you'll find like the key holder, and then the key could be anywhere. And the key could be like a scroll if it gets you through like a, you know, a barrier or something. Or you might find the key early and not know where it gets to, and then you'll find the door later or whatever. And some of them are literally just like doors and keys. And so that was like a really cool thing that it does. And then it knows what the whole dungeon looks like at the start of the game. So it leaves you journal entries and tips and things around. So you'll find like on level 2, like a journal entry from an assumed dead adventurer. And they'll tell you, oh, there's a boss on this floor, and it's the fire boss. and our friend died there. And that tells you, okay, there's this specific boss on this floor. I know they're weak to ice, so I should grab like an ice spell if I'm gonna go into that place. Or I could take this other branching path and avoid it for now. Or you'll find another journal entry and that says there's like a magical bow on this floor, and that's going to be a really good tool for this other boss that's in this other place. So you get you tips and intel, so you can decide where you want to go and like have quests and stuff. Generally, they are one-to-one solutions, I believe, but there might be more than one solution to anything. It's just that there's like one guaranteed solution provided. Now, in Unexplored 2, it seems like that concept is applied to this giant world map and to these like entire areas and dungeons. And like already we have like dozens and dozens of like little like tips here. Like I can click on this and it looks like there might be Magental here, which I guess this popped up because we were told that if we could get 3 Magental ores, we can craft a Magental key, which unlocks a gate that's going to block our path to get somewhere else. Here, probably. Close gate. So this is like a lock and key puzzle to get here. Although it looks like there's probably a lot of solutions to making this key. We just have to find Magental. I don't know if that's like a rare resource we could only get in this cave or in 3 caves, or if it's like relatively plentiful and randomly generated, and we could find like it in like 9 places and we only need 3. But that's really, really cool. This is a Clan Wolfmane. They're upset with Haven. I should not expect a warm welcome here. Imperial Threat 1. Very, very cool stuff. I walked right into that. Again. We have arrived at a roadhouse in the fields of Dwertenton. Clan by Clan Alsmida? I don't know if we saw them before. Clan Wolfmane was the only one that was hostile, I think. Which is unfortunate because they had the coolest name. I like to think that they're all werewolves. There's a trading post, a great tree, which is a quest marker, a Roth Temple. I love how the fortune's on location. Okay, so fortunes are good or bad. The word fortune makes it seem good, but like this whole game is kind of tied back to this like idea of fortune and chance and good and bad. So when it says fortunes on location, that just means that's what we can expect there, and fortunes are on the road are what we expect on the path. So there's like nothing good here, but I guess it has like a temple? Take the broken wing to meditate at the Roth Temple in these mountains. Okay, so there's a broken wing somewhere that we could go find and bring it here, and that probably does something good. Maybe we unlock some like some Roth lore or knowledge or whatever that other resource was. So this game just seems to have like a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see what else it has. Let's go to the Great Tree. We were recommended to go here. Oh look, yeah, so we got a rumor about this location. So locals often gather at a forest giant. I don't think that's correct. The guy said something about a big tree. A forest giant is slightly more terrifying. It's a good spot to meet folk and hear rumors. Alright, well I gotta see if there's actually a forest giant here, so we're going this way. It also appears to be on the way to the magic sword. Rare bargain. Make a rare trade at a good discount. +1. Okay, so we just earned... We earned something that's going to help us. It would be a pretty recognizable spot to meet up, that's for sure. Okay, so use skills. You have used some skills. You'll need to rest before we can use them again. That's interesting. Guys, smoking? Oh, I think it's cold here. We're breathing steam. This person's breath steams in the cold air. Yeah, that's cool. There's actually a cold breath effect. Hello, you look like an educated sort. I have something here that might be of interest to you. It's got that ancient meringue script all over it, you know. It can be yours if you can give me something nice in return. Being polite, you compliment their appearance. Ooh, so... Okay, so this is a cool twist to these success and failure fortune tests. Instead of taking like the first success, if we can add these great successes to the pool, then we can fish for those, which is kind of interesting. Now if we have skills that give us like extra rerolls and stuff, then we have a better chance of getting that over like even a normal success. Alright, I think I'm gonna spend Spark. What are they gonna give us? It doesn't sound that amazing, but let's try and see if we can get it. Like, this feels like something that we don't mind failing. Uh-oh. So where do we cut our losses here? Not yet. Alright, there's a great success. They look pleasantly surprised. Thank you, let's proceed. I like you. I'll part with it cheaply. Oh, so now it's using that rare bargain thing. Oh, I have to trade for it? Ancient meringue map? Oh, so now we're gonna find a map. Put some firewood. Do little... Turnips? Looks like we're gonna have to give him a little more than he wants. Give him the copper nugget. And the rough carving. Oh no, a deed is something to accomplish in a place, and then that just gave us... That let us learn a skill next time we camp. You have performed one or more deeds recently. Oh, that's a cool system. So the ancient map. So I have to give this... Oh, so this just gives us plus knowledge when I give it to the, like, the library person or whatever. Let's find the forest giant. Look at this field. The atmosphere of this game is really cool. That's the giant tree. This guide stone is firmly rooted in place. You feel you can tap into its strength by simply copying its stance. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to, like, do something to copy it, but I just got something from it. Strong. Deal +3 damage with melee weapons. Lasts until you're wounded or fatigued. Ooh. That's a nice upgrade. My sword does 8 damage, normally. Oh, so this is bulky. It takes up 1 additional inventory slot. That's why that's what these bulk slots are. I was wondering what those were for. It's because I have 3 big items. Oh no, the shield takes up 2 additional slots. That's a cool system. So there's just like one person here. I don't know if I'd really call that a meetup. Or folk. Is one person considered folk? This thing has a shadow. So there's two things I'm curious about right now, and one is if I can. There's a button that takes me right to this screen because I don't only know how to open it through inventory right now, and also if this has free pause like Unexplored 1, because it has kind of the same tense situations where you want to like plan out your next attack pretty specifically. I want to take a quick look at the controls. Character sheet is K. That's because camp is C, and map is M. Journal and objectives. Yendor? Oh, that's the staff. Recenter space. Okay, objectives is just the quest thing. Alright, looks like we've done this. So we got a scroll there, but we were also able to accomplish that deed, which means we're going to get like a skill, which is kind of cool. I bet you if time passes and you come back here, there's like different people here. Dude, let's go to the large cave. You think we can handle this, or should I go like to the trading post first? Nah, we're going straight to the cave. We'll trade later. 2 days distance. Oh, I can't check my inventory from here. Oh, we're not actually, we're like still in the area, that's fine. These food will keep for 24 more days. Okay. I want to camp. I'm going to camp right here. Because we're going to get more skills, and I can heal with the berries. Although maybe I travel first, because maybe we'll get like more food we can use. Hey Blood Angel, so what is the obscure game that's on the docket today? This is Unexplored 2. It just released into early access last week, and is a sequel to a very cool and probably underrated / appreciated / like not as well known as it should be, Unexplored 1. And it's like an open world exploration roguelike with a very cool like world generation scheme. Oops, I did not mean to go here. We're playing it for the first time and having some fun. Okay, so I just gained cold traveling through there. That's what those do. Now we have an encounter with enemies. Hear enemies stepping over here. This fog effect is kind of cool. I like the sound of healing herbs. Oh, I did not mean to whistle. I don't like how whistling is bound to the same key as interacting. Dude, wolves like kicked my butt last time. I'm gonna try and use this this staff against them. Actually, you know what? I might be able to sneak past them. We probably try that first. Observed by creature? Well, that's not a good sign. Oops. Alright, let's just go past the wolves. I'm not sure if they were actually hostile or not, because I think they found me when I whistled. I don't think they're like people that will talk to me and give me quests. Although, in hindsight, I'm like almost wondering. The last wolves we saw attacked us, so... Alright, we are currently at the large cave that has a known... It's rumored to have a magic sword as treasure. And we know that there is shelter, a sigil opportunity, and natural hazards here. Wolf quest probably would get you into Wolfmane. That is a good point. I wonder if the sigil is on the sword. If that's what it means. Oh, we've got rain here. Find the magic weapon hidden in this area, and we get a deed for that. I keep like these arrows denote that like that's how you like leave the area. They look like, hey, go this way. And they always show up when you start because of that. I love this atmosphere right now. Dude, rainy day vibes. Head into this large cave. Hold on. Oh, I can't zoom out. I saw something moving up here. Oh, there are more of those rock crab things. Physical fortune test. We have a +1 failure in the pool because of the very bad weather. Normally this climb doesn't look too difficult. Unfortunately, conditions are not ideal. So we have rope. Can I use that? Makes climbing down a lot easier. Well, we're going up, so I guess we can't use it. So if we fail this, we just can't progress? Like, sorry, no magic weapon for you? I wonder if there's any way to retry it. Well, we immediately add some successes to the pool. It costs time, though. We can add more successes to the pool and become fatigued. I mean, that's our only option, really. Unless I want to spend more spark. Alright, we have a successful outcome. It might be retryable, but with damage or something on fail. Yeah, that might be the case. Oh, we lost our strength because we became fatigued. Too bad. I like how unavoidable these like bad outcomes are. Like a lot of games you can almost like always avoid anything bad happening to your character if you do certain things, but like these games have chance. Like we couldn't avoid that without spending like resources that are limited. Like there's like real consequences to things. I want to find this shelter so we can... We need to rest up pretty bad at this point. I think if we rest in the rain, we become wet. Oh, how'd you hit me? almost board game like events as obstacles. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Alright, I'm gonna rest here. So if I rest here without a fire, we lose hope. So I'm gonna make a fire. Eat some turnips. Wait, I can't level up here? Did not expect that. You can use these herbs to cure a wound and recover 10 hit points. So you can find like meat and it like it goes bad in like 1 day or something, but if you camp and roast it, it like lasts for like 14 days. So I was wondering if I had anything like that. Patch up the travel cloak.
Remember all the happy times we had.
So we'll leave the fire there. I like how we can still hear the thunder from outside. You know what I want? Preset 1 and 2.
Remember all the happy times we had.
Oh, I wanted to bind it to the scroll wheel. It looks like I can't. No, I can't do that either. That'd be much more convenient than pressing buttons. I can probably toggle this to the middle mouse button though, which is, since there's only 2 presets, just as good. No, it won't let me. Wow, okay. The game is still in early access too, so maybe that's a feature that could come later. I love like the depth in these caves and stuff. But look at the lighting too. My light actually goes down there. Oh, I think I just fell down the chasm. Whoops. Alright, don't do that. This is a large cave. It's interesting how we can see, like, behind this wall. That wasn't a thing in Unexplored 1. I kind of like this better because in Unexplored 1, you often were, like, walking to, like, the edge of, like, a landmass. And then, like, far looking around the corners just to reveal as much map as you wanted, which was a little bit tedious. It might not be, like, realistic, but it's... feels like a quality of life thing, just like to avoid that and just like show us some information. Probably 90% of is like not that useful anyways. As an Unexplored 1, you'd often just be like revealing like, oh, there's more chasm behind this chasm, or more deep water behind this deep water. But every once in a while, you'd find like a piece of land, and you'd be like, oh, now I have to figure out how to get over there. This game's so atmospheric. I really love how this art style turned out. Oh. Is this what I was looking for the whole time? The emptiness of that cave. Gives you the energy of a top-down Souls-like. That's probably kind of accurate. Because your weapons and stuff have cooldowns. Do you feel like the first game should be played to get this one? No, not at all. I think you could pick up this game and get right into it. The tutorial mechanics and everything are like introduce you to everything, and the mechanics are quite different, even though it holds some similarities. I do think the first one is worth playing. I don't think you necessarily need to play it before this one. Although the first one might feel very unpolished compared to this one if you play it afterwards. But the first one is very cool in its own right, and in a lot of ways that this one isn't so far. The first... You can almost look at the first Unexplored. It legitimately feels like Brogue, but as like an action roguelike. And it has free pause, which this one technically has, but not in the same way. You could press space at any time in the old Unexplored, and you could like hover over things to inspect them. You could respec your equipment and stuff. But it had like enchant scrolls. That was like how you enchant stuff, just like in Brogue. And you could like light the dungeon on fire if there was like tall grass somewhere. So it played a lot like Brogue, which is why I wanted to stream the first Unexplored at some point, since I've spent the last couple of months streaming Brogue. This plant blocks the way, forming a barrier. Okay, we know about these. So this is its arm I can pull. And is this a dungeon exit, or does it take me to somewhere else? That's another one. Here's another one, but I can walk right around it. That's some awkward proc gen snafu. I wonder if that teleports me between those two. Oh, what's over here? Oh, we have a spirit world. It opened all of them. Oh, we're stuck. Were they running once that gate opened? That was interesting. The jiggly terrain's making you anxious. What's with the sun on the top right? This looks pretty dark down here. Is there supposed to be a day-night cycle? Yep, that's exactly what that is. It's daylight outside. So it doesn't progress with real time, but certain actions take time that progress you to, like, from... It seems like there's 3 phases: day, dusk, and then night. We got bats. Mistimed that one. Roguelikes without regenerating health are interesting. Yeah, health is a pretty significant resource in the Unexplored games. Oh, I never rested. Whoops. I made that campfire and I never rested. Yeah, totally, Marlon. In games with regenerating health, generally, you can assume that you'll be at full health before any encounter. So you only have to be worried about encounters where you have a chance of being below your full health. So you eventually hit like a limit, or like a point, where against certain types of enemies, you have like a 0% chance of failure. As long as you can regenerate health afterwards. So like if you're fighting like a kobold in a game like NetHack or something and you're higher level, you could fight 1,000,000 kobolds sequentially and you'll never like have any threat given to you. But in games with no health regen, like look at something like Cogmind, even like the lowliest enemy that you could fight is going to do a little bit of integrity damage to you. And they will always chip away at you. So there's always a consequence to combat in Cogmind in other games like that. Yeah, Deep Dwarfs and Stone Soup have the same effect. Look at this light shining down through the cave. You want a game called 1,000,000 Kobolds now? That could be a fun, like, 70RL or something. I could see it. Is this a puzzle? Oh, hang on. Hold up. I go over here. I don't know if there's anything to gain over there. Oh, I probably have to use this lever to activate those portals. It has the Mickey Mouse ears. A teleporter activated. Our presence just went up because I'm using magic. We were already at this area earlier. That was unavoidable using that magic. If we wanted to progress in this dungeon, I could see a scenario where you decide, you know what? I don't think this dungeon has a reward for us, so I'm not going to expend magic here. And there's also something like... In the tutorial, it said if you use magic, you gain presence, but if you continue to use it in the same spot, you won't continue to gain presence, at least at the same rate. And I don't know if that means, like, at the same, like, magic, like, channeling point or whatever those are, or if that means, like, in the same dungeon, is kind of what I'm thinking now. We used a lot of magic in one of the zones earlier, and we only ever got to 2 points. So I feel like my guess at this point is if we use magic, we gain 1 tick of presence, like, really quickly. And if we continue to use it, we gain a second, but we probably don't gain any more than that from one area, is my guess. We're about to fight some bats. I was wondering if they were, like, sonar, like if I whistled if they come this way. Or like a built-in fixed difficulty scale. Yeah, because as that thing builds up, I guess you end up getting the Imperial forces find you. And then it, like, depletes when you encounter them. Depending on how that encounter goes, is kind of the impression I'm getting. So, like, you will inevitably run into the Imperial forces, even if you don't have a lot, but it'll happen a lot faster and potentially, like, a lot worse if there are a lot of them. How much do healing potions heal? Is that all of my health? Restores your health? Probably wait. It uses healing potions automatically at 25% of my health, but I don't know if that means I can get one shot or not. Well, that was awkward. I think that sound effect is a little bugged. Or that it at least probably shouldn't do that, even if it's intended. Oh, that's just like the cooldown. Okay, that makes sense. It's a bit of a grating sound, and I sincerely apologize that we've sat here and listened to it for the past 30 seconds. Alright, let's enter the spirit world. So the last time we went into the spirit world, we got our butts kicked. Let's rest. Since I forgot to last time. Oh shoot, I don't have firewood. Oh, I guess I did. Nothing to eat. Alright, cool. So now I can learn skills. You have performed a deed that confirms you are wise. As a result, you can learn a new skill or gain a benefit. I love getting, like, options as rewards and for character progression. Like a pool of, like, most games will give you like 3 options, but like getting like 2 is like always it's fun for the player, like, oh, look at all these options I have and things I get to choose from, but it's also like it like requires like skill. It's like a very meaningful decision. It's like a permanent upgrade, and you get to weigh what your build is already good at and what you're lacking and what you might be facing up ahead. It's always a lot of a good mechanic, I think. Appraisal, you get better deals when trading goods. Or empathy, you have +1 redraw on social fortune test. Let's get appraisal. I wanna get some deals. And if we regain our hope, I think we have a social skill already, but we're lost hope, so I don't have access to it at the moment. Cool. Oh, we have more skills to learn. I keep resting? Do I keep gaining skills? Okay, so the presence went away because we rested as well. Oh. So losing hope isn't like you go from 4 to 3. Like this is depleting. And once this goes away, we're going to drop to 2 on our hope meter. So there's more increments between the numbers. And I think because we're wounded, we're probably going to end up losing this hope. You performed a deed that confirms you are daring. You can take Guile. You have a sharp and witty tongue. You have +2 redraws on applicable social fortune test. Or Hope. Increase max hope by 3 and restore 3 hope points. That sounds pretty good because we're about to like lose some hope. And by restoring max hope, that means we're going to get like a better buffer. Although I'm really starting to appreciate how valuable having redraws on these fortune tests are, and getting +2 for a subset of social fortune tests sounds like very valuable. I think by restoring hope points, we have a social redraw tied into that as well. Oh, I don't think I have any more skills. Cool. So what's my wounded effect look like right now? We'll heal in 2 days. That's like too long, right? We gotta find some bandages. Dest Spirit World, or Spirit Realm. Look at our character model right now. Wonder if healing potions work in here. I think we died last time without using a healing potion. I'm not sure using one right now. No healing in the spirit world. I wonder if I can come back if I leave. Because we have the same spirit we had health coming in, so I'd rather come in with higher health. I'm concerned that this will lock up permanently, so I don't want to test it right now. Because that's a teleporter. Oh my god. Hold up. Oh, okay. So those spawn forever. Oh, that one does something different. Dang. No magic weapon for us. I'm like really sad about that. We did have no health going in there. It looks like we lost half of our health coming out. I'm below 25% of my health. We should have auto-healed. I want to manually heal, because I think the spirit world skipped the health check there. So I think we should have healed before going in there. We would have had more spirit to take advantage of. So we essentially failed this dungeon, unfortunately. That was free? Did I use a rope? No? I guess because we passed it on the way up, we automatically pass it on the way down. I'm guessing if we started up here, then I would have had the option to use a rope to pass that test. And the test working both ways would make sense if a failure was permanent, because then you couldn't get trapped on the other side of that. I don't know if that is the case or not. Dang. No magic weapon for us. Well, the world is at our disposal. We do have intel on another sword, magic sword, but it's all the way like up here. I think it was here. This is my background music, Marlon. We have in-game sound effects though, and there's like a lot of like ambient sound effects like the rain and stuff. Unexplored 1 has a sweet soundtrack. The title music on that game is like awesome. It's a banger. We're having like some chill Sunday vibes here, so I figured we'd mess with or I'd just stick with this music after we got back from the last break. Alright, well let's hang out in this area. Actually, what is this? Wild Spirit Portal. Mist reduces presence by 1. Oh, hey Smog. You wonder how this compares to the first Unexplored, what's different and what stayed the same. We talked about it a bit earlier, but the short of it is Unexplored 1 had this really like marvelous dungeon generation for like a single dungeon, and this game kind of applies it to an entire like world, which is like super impressive. So the same kind of like lock and key style puzzles you had in Unexplored in like the dungeon, and like the kind of like intel you got on like a guaranteed treasure and bosses in certain areas is like applied to the entire world map of this game. And the exploration vibes in this game are huge. I'm gonna check this out. There's 2 unknown fortunes, which could be good or bad. And this will get us close to this temple, which maybe we want to check out. Otherwise, we could head this way. Okay, so we can get some Magental here, which is like a long-term quest for us to get 3 of those. Also a temple. One of the clans is here. Let's cruise up here, and then we're going to skate over here, I think, and see what happens. Are we on the edge of the map? We are. This is like the bottom of the map. I don't know if we can go any further south. So let's finish exploring this quadrant, I think, and then we can head back to the center a bit. Yeah, and as you can see, the world map is huge. So some of those hazards were countered by my shoes, and it automatically took a tick off of those. I lost another hope point. So fortunes on this location. Looks like we had a hazard and then prey? Prey animals? Is that good or bad? Is that prey for me, or am I the prey in this situation? Find out. Is the world map proc-gened or constant across multiple playthroughs? So based on the options I had when starting my save file and returning to it, I think, I don't know what the mechanic is, but I think when your character dies, you have the option of starting your new character on the same world. And I don't know what's constant between then. Like, I don't know if you actually pick up as if it like was not a permadeath game, or if like all the quests reset, or how that works. But like, you can choose to proc gen an entire new world every time, from what I see. Which is just like so impressive. Heck are those? Why are they blinking? Makes you think of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, but you're probably right. With this big open world with all this stuff to discover. Is there any sort of food clock in this? There are certain things that penalize you from passing time, but I don't know if they're constant or if they're things you gain. I'm not 100% sure. Ouch. Oh. Wait, where are these guys? We are definitely the prey. So I can't attack him. He always gets an immediate follow-up. Okay, so that's what a prey animal is. We gained meat. I thought that might be the case. So now I just use 2 healing potions and we get an item that expires in 2 days and heals us for 15 health. That was not worth it. Yeah, that was some kind of bore for sure, and it totally messed this up. In the sense of a persistent world that you can generate more of at will. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Who are these guys? I need better gear. I'm not even fighting these things. There's just like a tree over there for firewood. Dude, this game is hard. I feel like I'm just getting my butt kicked everywhere we go. Let's try and go to the trading post. Let me go through to this temple first since we're almost there. I'm fatigued, so we're losing hope every point of this journey. Let's make camp first. It doesn't look like I can actually make camp here. What is up with these rocks? Like, I think there's something to this. I have no idea. Well, I can't make camp there. So we are just burning our hope. This is just hardships. This one has local folk. Check out the folk first. It's been a while since we've seen people. More of these rocks. Whoops, I walked off the cliff. Oh. Rock strike. So I'm guessing that these bouncing rocks are a indication that that stuff is around. Oh, do these cure wound? They do. Let's heal up our wounds. How do I use this? Click and drag to right click to see more options. Whoa. Oh, so I think if we're wounded, our max health drops from 36 to 27. I was wondering why part of the bar was removed like that. It's interesting that there's no fortune test for harvesting that stuff. I wonder if it rolls a chance when you harvest it, or if it is like preset and you don't know until you check. Oh my god, they were not kidding about the hazards here. But I guess these bubbles mean stay away. I'm just gonna take the exit here. These travelers look tired. You feel that this might be a good moment to cheer them up by singing a song. Dude, what a game. What a game. Let's sing a song. You open with a funny lyric. You start singing louder. Sudden stroke of insight energizes you. You receive a weak applause as you bring your performance to a close. They gesture you may join their camp if you wish. Okay, I thought rabbits... Yeah, they left us meat. Immediately douse their fire, I know. I almost hit that like while trying to talk to them. Alright. So we can roast our meat. Wait, I wanted to roast it, not eat it. Oh, roasting it eats it, and then you can also preserve it. I guess because I was missing health. It didn't give me the chance to preserve, it only gave me the chance to eat first, so I can heal. Yeah, so food items can only be eaten at a fire to heal you, and then So right now my meat goes bad like very quickly, but I can preserve it here, and then it lasts a lot longer. It looks like I'm not fatigued anymore, so I think I can leave without actually resting. Now we have roasted meat. It only keeps for 6 more days. I didn't see what the raw meat keeps for. It seems like I can patch up the sturdy boots, so I can probably get rid of one of these. Clear up some inventory space and just make sure that I patch up the other ones. Oh, this hand means that it's equipped. Okay, this repair kit is what I use to patch them up. It says uses 10 out of 8. I don't know why it's like that. Backpack? Whoops. That was weird. The backpack takes me to camp. That's weird. What prevents you from spending time at camp indefinitely? I don't know, to be honest. Great tunes. That puts me in a much better mood immediately. Damn, that is far away. Ooh, is this a guaranteed positive encounter? With the blue glow? How far into the complete absolute unknown do we want to go? I feel like we shouldn't go that way. It's so far away. I think we should head back this way. I wonder if this connects over. Let's go here first. I don't like the look of this. Okay, whatever that is just died. I knew that was going to happen because of the last one. I noticed the bubbles. Okay, so what are these things? Can I avoid those, actually? I'd rather not. Oh. Alki nods. This guy's trying to fight me. I don't see a reason to fight him back. Although I do wonder if I can get like loot from him. Or how do I get past this hazard? It looks like shrubbery, right? Can I burn it? I just turned my firewood into a torch. No? Too bad. You lack training to use this weapon effectively. In huge capital letters, just to emphasize how much training I lack. Oh, these guys are fighting. Looks like they're not really getting anywhere. I love games where, like, the world isn't centered around you. Like, we're encroaching on their world, and everything is, like, operating autonomously, regardless of what we're doing. Thought I could cast spells from those. Oh, it's because I was hiding, I think is why I couldn't. This is a weird dead end. I guess not, no spells to cast from this one. And yeah, Cogmine definitely has a dungeon that's just in a game, like a whole world that's just doing its own thing, like regardless of what the player's doing. Oh. Dungeon's going crazy right now. Out of healing potions. Is that loot? Mushrooms. I don't know how to progress here. Oh, here we go. I was just in the wrong area. I could leave here, but we opened a gate. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it. I have a feeling there's only marginal rewards that way. And those gates close sometimes when you're on the other side of them, and I don't want to get trapped over there when the exit is right here. I'm curious about the folk. I'm concerned about the prey. Dude, look at this water. great, I'm wet. Even the shallow water is hazardous. A ruffian? Well, these aren't the kind of folk I was hoping for. Confidently, you laugh at your own jokes. I do not want to fight these guys, so we're going to spend some spark here. Good joke, nice. Okay, passive you must. You're not worth staining our blades. I'm gonna stay away before I accidentally aggro them. There's fish here. I bet you that's the prey. They're tearing up like other fish. Hell yeah, fish meat. It was already wet, so I could take it. Oh, look, they made more meat over here by killing all the other fish too.
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Is there any more meat floating in this water? The folk were highlighted in red. I think they've been highlighted in red everywhere we've gone, though. This is like fighting eels in Brogue. They can't attack me if I'm not in the water. This meat is actually pretty clutch. Because I don't have any healing potions, so that should be a good way to heal. I like this style of fishing. Damn swamp meat. Yeah, it's a little sketchy. I am not gonna deny that. But you take what you can get out here sometimes. Right, and how do I... oh, this was a destination, right? There wasn't actually like an exit? That was a big bunny. These big crabs give us anything? No. How much meat do I have right now? 13? This was a good score for us. I'm glad there wasn't a boar here, because we probably just would have lost the game, or lost the character. So the Grove is 1 day away. We're soaked in cold. Should I camp? I feel like I should. Isn't the meat going to spoil if you don't cook it? It'll keep for 2 days. So we could make a 1-day travel. I'm concerned about being soaked in cold because I think that gives us like negative hope when we travel. Dried and warmed up. Alright, let's spend like 13 days roasting meat. Okay, it does all of it at once. I was gonna say, I hope there's like a mass cook option. Okay, so we have 2 meats that last for 2 days, and then 12 that last for 6. We're like really getting off track here, and I love how this game like lets you do that. A clue. Like we're really like traveling into the unknown right now. There's prey and food here. Hey, what's up, Shmeezy? Yeah, this game had a Kickstarter, I think. For maybe like 2 years now. It just released under early access last week, though, as an Epic Game Store exclusive. I'm legitimately enjoying the heck out of it so far. Well, that's one rabbit dead. I can deal with rabbits. Yeah, the first Unexplored was so good. You want to see something that's gonna blow your mind? Check out this world map. There's like so much here. Looks like that was all there is here. It's all seamless? Yeah, pretty much. What did we just gain? Two meats. I think if I roast those meats, then my 12 meats are gonna spoil faster, so it's not even worth it. Your minds? Hey, I warned you guys. Alright, we gotta check out the clue. I thought that said a dense corpse for a second. Vantage, an opportunity to scout the environment. A mystery to be solved. So there's a clue here and a mystery there. This game has graphics. I know, that's a departure from my normal streams. Welcome, welcome everyone that's tuned in recently. Hope you're enjoying our first look at Unexplored 2 here. This is like the perfect chill Sunday evening game right now. I'm very happy it turned out like this, and this is the one that I picked. And I am enjoying it so far. Movement and combat feels really good in this game too, Shmeezy, compared to the first one. Uh-oh. Is that what I think it is? Is that the Empire? That is a bad sign. Oh, this must be what the clue is about. Robbery. These tracks are left by humanoids. Looks like somebody was killed and robbed. The tracks lead northwest. Also, the game's on the Epic Game Store right now. Well, I bought it last Sunday. It was 10% off. Epic Game Store, I think it's still going on, or having like some big sale. They're calling it like their mega sale or something. And they have a $10 off coupon for any game. I didn't know about it, and it was added automatically on checkout. So there was like an extra $10 off on this game when I purchased it, which was really cool. So if anyone's like looking into picking it up, I doubt it's going to get much cheaper than that at like any point in the near future. I should get an Epic Game Store creator code if I'm going to keep advertising it. These like floating rocks and stuff. The tracks lead northwest. Does that mean like on this map? Or does it mean like if I leave this area and head northwest, there's going to be something else? Looks like this map is pretty much finished. I can rock strike, but I don't think that's going to do anything for me. You think there could be like a secret somewhere? I think that's it here. I feel bad for the guy that got killed and robbed, but it is a cruel, cruel world. So this is northwest. I wonder if this is where the robbers went. Oh, we're going there. We're gonna see if this is some like some storytelling going on right now. There's like a cave. It's like the perfect place for robbers to hide out, right? I'm gonna head here first though, because there's a mystery this way. And it looks like this probably connects here anyways. Oh, I spoiled a bunch of stuff. So sad. I had full health though, so there wasn't much I could do. Look at this. This is beautiful. frog person. There's a canyon in the first valley filled with grenade rocks. Dangerous stuff, but some foolhardy folks go there to collect it. Makes for a nice weapon. Alright, let's check out the big obelisk.
Charlie.
Inscription, a lore fortune test. So I am educated, so we get a +1 redraw on this.
Otipad.
I'm not taking a partial success. Okay, I'll take the partial success.
Patula.
One glyph indicates guardian. You are quite certain about that.
Catalampo. Hella cool. Pala. Otipad. Heal. Ah.
The markings indicate the standing stone depicts useful lore. That's what it's telling me. Was it going to be like not useful lore? So we have guardian and useful lore. This is the big one. Let's see what it has to say. You're pretty sure that one glyph stands for gate. The inscription indicates the location of the Serpent's Gate in the Y Forest. Ooh. So that is where the teleporter in Haven would take us if we could power it up. Which is kind of like... Yeah, I think we could have figured out where that was just by taking the teleporter. I wonder what Guardian meant, though. Okay. Don't walk into those. Noted. Maybe it powers up from that location? Maybe, actually. So it must be that landmark. Eastern Serpent Gate. Oh, each region has... Like if I just select the whole region, it has common hardships. So if we're going to head somewhere specifically, we could prepare for the cold or getting lost and stuff. Alright, so we think there are robbers in this cave. Really curious as to see how different people's runs would feel with stuff like that. With like that stone and stuff. Like I wonder if that, like that in particular is probably not generated in every world. You can probably get a chance of like that stone, and then it might give you different kinds of intel depending on the world you generated. I know the serpent skates are going to be guaranteed, but probably in different locations. The generation here is just incredible. I should rest. Okay, we're at 10 of 7 uses, so that fraction is just backwards from what I'm used to, because that went from 8 to 7. So 10 is the max, and it has 7 left. Okay. Only you can prevent forest fires. I'll put that out. This is an enemies encounter. Oh god. The centipedes. I wonder if I can sneak around these things. Well, that worked. It wasn't incredibly sneaky, but I didn't have to fight them. So there might be bandits here. Harvest delicious mushrooms. I'm glad it says that they're delicious. You feel your posture improve simply by looking at this elegantly made guide stone. Excellent. Melee strikes deal +1 damage, cannot be parried, and ignore heavy armor. Wow. Not be parried. That is pretty nice. Delicious and poisonous are not necessarily mutually exclusive. This is true. Okay, so it looked like all there was here is food. Mushrooms must be cooked in a pot before you can eat them, but once cooked, you cannot keep them. Eat raw to restore 5 health when camping. Cook to restore 10 health when camping. Requires fire and cooking gear. The cooking gear is new. We haven't seen that yet. Okay, so I guess there weren't robbers here. I wonder where you find the robbers. Like, we had a clue with tracks. I think there would be robbers somewhere. Knew there was going to be a bat right there. Look, we did 6 damage. Because we are excellent or whatever. And suffering another cold effect, lose 1 hope. Remove when resting near a fire. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here, but I am enjoying the hell out of this game, so we're going to keep playing for a bit. Oh, there goes my excellence. Wonder why that went away. This will be a short break, probably about 2 minutes. So I'll see you guys shortly.